Okay, you can see it says Bird, say hi to Claude. So let's verify that this is actually working and that it can see all the data in my operating system. So I can say something like who hasn't paid. And if we take a look here, you can see it already received my message from Telegram and is preparing a response. You can see 2 invoices are unpaid. And here we have it. So I can tell it send a reminder email to Big Performance. And indeed I get the email. Book a meeting with Brookside Hospital tomorrow at 3 p.m. So it's going to find the email address of Brookside Hospital. It's going to use my calendar and Gmail and it's going to book the meeting. You can see it's searching for the client file first and it had already found the file. Now it's calling Google Calendar to schedule the meeting. Okay, so that is done. Now I'm going to check my Gmail. And indeed, I just received my email right now for tomorrow, June the 4th at 3 p.m. and today is June the 3rd. Based on our meeting recordings with Rockside Hospital, create tasks on Telegram. Okay, done. 11 tasks created. So let's check that. It had created a space for this client and it had created exactly 11 tasks.
Nice.
In this video, we'll see how you can turn Claude into an entire operating system which can manage and run your agency. And this means that Claude will be able to see all your data. It will be able to analyze this data and craft daily or weekly reports. It can take actions like sending emails or reminders. It can track daily and weekly progress of your team. It can track invoices and see which ones have not been paid yet. It can create and organize tasks on like Jira or ClickUp or whatever you're using and assign each team member to a task. All of that is connected in one system. And the best thing is that you don't have to be on your laptop or your PC. You can connect this to Telegram and basically work from your phone from anywhere. And you'll see how you can do that. But first, let's understand what an AI operating system is, or AIOS. It's basically connecting everything in your business together using Claude. This includes your GitHub organization, your CRM, Google Drive, Calendar, Gmail, everything will be connected together. This will allow Claude to see everything, the meeting records, client's project, team performance, invoices, analytics, and everything. And it can analyze this data and take actions like schedule a meeting, send a reminder emails, or making reports. And these actions could be automated, for example, something that happens every day or every week, or you can just tell it what you want exactly. For example, you can just tell it, hey, book a meeting with this client tomorrow at 3 p.m. Because it has access to the CRM, so it knows the exact email address of the client, it has access to the calendar and Gmail, so it will book the meeting, it will add it to the calendar, and it will send confirmation emails to both parties, all from just one single product. And this was just a simple example, like it can do so much more. And the best thing is that you can run your business from one place. You don't have to open your CRM to check for something, or open Google Calendar to book a meeting, or open Gmail to send something, or open ClickUp or Jira to check for what the team is doing. You can just send a message to Claude and it will do whatever you want. You can run your business from your phone. So for me, I can leave my PC open, and when I'm outside in the gym or whatever, I have my Cloud Code connected to Telegram, so I can continue chatting with it and basically running my business. Or even if I'm at home and, for example, I'm feeling tired or something, I can go to the bed, continue talking to Claude, and when I'm done, I just tell it, hey, shut down my PC, and it actually does. It knows everything about your business, your goals, your vision. So every response and every research that it does is tailored toward your business. It's not general stuff. You're not talking to ChatGPT. You're talking to an assistant that knows your business, knows exactly what you need. So for example, if you tell it, hey, can you find me a list of clients in the US that I can reach out to? So it knows your service, what you offer, who your ideal client is, and who you shouldn't sell for. So for example, if you're selling voice agents or automations for small to medium businesses, it knows that you're not selling to big corporates. So it will do its research in the US, it will find small to medium businesses, it will do its research about every business and see if they might actually be interested in your service. So that saves you already a ton of time and effort. And in my opinion, it is the closest thing we have to a real life jobs. Like you can just wake up and tell it, hey, I need a new marketing plan. You don't need to say anything else. It knows everything. It knows exactly what to do. This system consists mainly of 5 layers. First one is context, which is basically everything Claude needs to know about you, your business, what you sell, your services, everything. So it doesn't have to ask or guess the data. And this includes many things like the meeting records, sheets, Google Drive, GitHub repository, the CRM. It's intelligence, which is the actions that it can take, like ingesting Slack messages, daily brief, reports, performance tracking, sending emails, etc. Automating, which is actions that it can take automatically, like sending reminders, reporting, team member onboarding and offboarding. So for example, in a company, even if if it's a small company, when a new team member joins, the company needs to create a business email for the team member. They need to add him to the GitHub repositories, they need to add him to the CRM, invite him to the daily meetings, so much more. And even if it's a small company, this process takes a lot of time. So by having Claude connected to everything, it can do all of these things. And also offboarding, so when that team member leaves the company, you need to revoke his access to everything. You need to remove his business email, remove him from the GitHub organization and everything. And from my experience, and I've seen this happen a lot, when someone leaves the company, they still have access to a few things inside the company because they forgot to revoke his access, which is something you don't want to have. And finally, we have the build layer, which is what Cloud Code does best, and that is doing the actual work. So what we're going to do in this video, we will see how you can connect this to Telegram. We'll see how you can onboard your clients from your CRM like HubSpot. Or you can also onboard your team members, check for unpaid invoices, send a reminder for a late invoice which has not been paid, book a meeting, track employee KPI and performance, track project progress, create tasks on ClickUp, and finally, we'll see how you can have this system search for clients for you. Usually your AI operating system will look something like this, where you have some files and folders. This is basically where everything will be stored. It will be stored in local files on your PC. And you can start from a template like this, or you can just start from scratch from an empty folder. I prefer to start from something like this that I can build on. So if you take a look here, the first layer we have is context. And this is where you tell Claude about your business, what you sell, etc. So if we take a look at our operating system, we have three files: business, goals, and services. If we take a look at the business file, basically this is where you tell Claude about your business, any information, the name, owner, location, mission, why we exist, who we serve, who we don't serve, and so on. Basically everything Claude needs to know about your business will be here. Same for the goals. So for example, this is just dummy data that I have prepared for this demo, but you can replace it with your actual data. So for example, the goal is 15K per month by the end of this year, 10 active delivering clients, these as KPI goals, and so on. For the services, AI audit, workflow automation, AI receptionist build, and advanced voice agent. Second layer we have, which is data, and this is where you connect your CRM, your GitHub, your ClickUp, or whatever, and you can do that by connecting these websites to Cloud. So if you go to Cloud website and in the customized page you click on connectors, you will see I have a few things connected here. So I have my HubSpot, Google Drive, Calendar, Gmail, GitHub, ClickUp, everything, and they have like hundreds or even thousands of connectors right here. So you can see they have Slack, Gmail, Firefly. So if you're using this to summarize your Google meetings, you can connect this, and basically Claude will be able to see all the meeting records, Notion, Figma, and tons of stuff here. I'm pretty sure that whatever you're using, you will find it here. So I have prepared some data for this video. Inside my HubSpot here, I have a list of companies. These are not real companies, they are just to demo. So basically I need to onboard this data to my operating system, because if we check here in the data folder, clients, there is nothing, it's just a template. So basically I need to onboard everything from my HubSpot to this folder. So usually what you do is that you will open a terminal, and inside of here you will need to launch Claude. So just type Claude, and all you need to do is just tell it what you want. So for example, I need you to onboard my clients from HubSpot. And because I had already connected HubSpot to my Claude account, so Claude will be able to see all the data. You can see here it's calling HubSpot. As you can see, it got all the 8 companies that I have, and you can see it is creating a markdown file for each company. So 3 done, here is the fourth, and basically it will create like 8 files, one for each. Okay, so that's done. And if we take a look at, for example, this one, you can see the data is very simple. I didn't want to make this very complicated just for the video, but basically all the files here follow this template right here. So name, stage, vertical, whatever, team, so it knows which team members are working for this client, and so on. Now let's assume that you're using something that Claude doesn't support, like a CRM that you couldn't connect Claude to. You can simply export your data into a CSV file and just ask Claude to import it here. And that's what we are going to do with my team members. I have here in my test data team.csv, and this is basically 3 team members that I have, and I'm basically going to ask Claude to import these team members. So I'm just gonna tell it to import my team from team, and that's it. I don't need to say anything else. You can see currently my team folder only has a template file, and it had already created the first file, second file, and third file. If we take a look, there we have it. Now, if you notice, all the files are .md or Markdown. Now, you can use normal text files, but AI in general prefers this type of files because it can read it better. So, if we take a look here, we have these headers. If we look, for example, at our business, we have these bullet points. So this helps AI read this file and understand it better. Okay, so now we're going to see how you can connect this to Telegram. So the first thing you need to do is to create a bot on Telegram. So I have my Telegram open here, and you need to search for the bot fuzzer. And you can create a new bot by the /new bot command. I already have a bot, so if I go to my bots, this one here, you need to grab the API key of your bot. So just copy that key. And now you need to go back to your AI operating system. And you need to install the Telegram plugin. So in the plugins, just search for Telegram and install it. And once that is installed, you can reload the plugins. And now you need to close Cloud. You need to launch it again, but instead of just typing Cloud, you also need to add this extra line here, which is -- channels plugin Telegram, whatever. Basically, this will allow Cloud to pull the messages from Telegram. Then you need to type /Telegram configure, and then you paste your API key. Okay, once that is done, you will need to send a message to your bot, and this could be any message. Okay, so as soon as I start my bot, it already tells me to send a message. So if I just say hi, it sends me a 6-digit code. So I copy that and I go back to my system, and I say /Telegram access pair, and then I paste my 6-digit key. Okay, you can see it's already it says Bird, say hi to Claude. So let's verify that this is actually working and that it can see all the data in my operating system. So I can say something like who hasn't paid. And if we take a look here, you can see it already received my message from Telegram and is preparing a response. You can see 2 invoices are unpaid, and here we have it. 2 invoices are unpaid, 1,500 total. Big performance $500, and citywide was another $1,000. So I can tell it send a reminder email to big performance. So first it sent me a draft of the body. Hi Marcus, following up on whatever. Want me to send it? Okay, so it doesn't send the email right away. First it sends a copy of the email body and it asks me to confirm it. For me, that looks good, and I can just say send it. Now you can have it sent right away, but I configured it this way because I prefer to take a look at the email body first. Okay, so that is done, sent to Marcus. So let's check it out. And indeed, I got the email. Now I had intentionally placed my own email in the company data just so I can see if I will receive the email. Okay, so we have connected this to Telegram. We have onboarded the clients, team members. We checked for unpaid invoices and we sent a reminder email. Now let's book a meeting. So I can go back to Telegram or I can go back to my operating system. It doesn't matter. Let's do this here. I can tell it to book a meeting with Brookside Hospital tomorrow at 3 p.m. So it's going to find the email address of Brookside Hospital. It's going to use my calendar and Gmail, and it's going to book the meeting. You can see it's searching for the client file first, and it had already found the file. Now it's calling Google Calendar to schedule the meeting. Okay, so that is done. Now I'm going to check my Gmail. And indeed, I just received my email right now for tomorrow, June the 4th at 3 p.m. And today is June the 3rd. So that is working perfectly. Now let's check what the team is doing. I can just say, what is everyone doing? Okay, so here's what everyone is doing. Maya is 20% utilized. She's working 3 hours a week for Citywide and another 3 hours for Brookside Hospital. Devin is also working 3 hours for Citywide and 1 hour for Brookside. And Priya is working 2 hours for Brookside Hospital and 1 hour for Citywide. So the total team capacity is 75 hours a week. They are working 13 hours a week, which means we can easily take on more work. And you can see how it got all of that in just 30 seconds. Now let's track the project progress with a specific client. Okay, so if I tell it, where are we with Brookside Hospital? So I want to know what has been delivered, what is in progress, and what is pending. Okay, so that is done 24/7 for answering, returning caller recognition, online booking, etc. This is in testing and that is not started. Okay, awesome. So you can see how you can easily just get whatever information you want within seconds. Now, let's see you had a client with a meeting and you discussed a few things that need to be developed within the next 2 weeks or something. And you basically need to create a task list with all of these things. So right here, I have a few recordings where basically I discussed with the client what needs to be delivered. So I can just tell it based on our meeting recordings with Rockside Hospital, create tasks on ClickUp. And if I check my ClickUp, as you can see, it's currently empty. There is nothing here. So let's wait for this to finish. Okay, done. 11 tasks created. So let's check that. And it had created a space for this client and it had created exactly 11 tasks. You can see how everything can be easily automated using the system. We've done that. We have done that. So now let's see how you can have this search for clients for you and give you a phone number or email so you can reach out to this business. So I can just jump back to my Telegram and tell it search for clients in the US that I can reach out to. Okay, happy to hunt down US lead. Which vertical should I target or which business niche? Dental, veterinary, HVAC, med spa. Let's go with med spa. Searched US med spas and added two strong. First is Austin Med Spa in Texas. Booking is phone only, no online scheduler, and they openly say they never book more than 2 clients at a time. So it's a tiny owner on floor job where calls go unanswered during treatments. It gave me the phone number and even the email, so I can reach out to them. Second is D is Skin and Lips. Owner Amber D Angels is the master injector, single location, two phone lines for scheduling. They do have online booking, so the inbound plane is moderate. But she's on the floor injecting and outbound reminder activation are cleaning. So notice that she's on the floor injecting, which means any call they get while she's doing the work, she's either gonna miss the call or she's gonna have to stop her work and answer the call. So that's actually a strong lead. And this on a very basic level, like I didn't put a lot of effort into this. This can be way better. Like you can have it search for the client reviews on Yelp and Google Maps. We can have automated outreach campaigns. It can do way more stuff. And you can see with just one system can do everything. You just have to get creative with it. Like I think your creativity is the limit here. So as always, this code will be available for free in the description. So you can download it, play around with it. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. And if you are a business and looking to get the system built for you, you can book a discovery call with me in the description below.